I was told
and
that
be ready for it.
I was told the track's pretty small too. That
I'm okay with
I won't
that.
mention who said it, but last night I was talking to somebody. They said, "Oh, they had 14 B mods out there at one time on the track." He says, "Man, it was pretty tight with 14 cars on it."
Did they say how big of a track it is?
Well, they had the same
I've just seen
concerns.
pictures
They
of
had
it.
the same concerns that and listen, I look at the pictures. There's no question they're trying to do a good job up there. I'm not trying to take anything away from what they're doing and the effort. But the fact is, you try to build a facility on 10 acres.
That's pretty small.
Kirk,
Yeah,
I'm trying to buy 10 acres up in Liberty right now. There's no way I'd ever consider putting a racetrack up there.
Well, let's put this in perspective. How big is the acreage, say, out here at Valley Speedway or I-35 Speedway? How big
40 acres, maybe?
those tracks sit on?
I don't
Would
know.
it be? I don't know.
I know Riverside set on about 20 acres down when it was open. But the fact is that Red X, Old Man Young, he owned Riverside and he leased the racetrack, so he allowed everybody to park over in his parking lot at Red X. People parked up and down the street out in front of Riverside Stadium. There was always a concern when everybody always talked about putting a track in down at 291 and 210, down in Ron Wheeler's land.
Yeah.
In River Bend. It was 24 acres. I know Wheeler and I talked countless times. Can't even begin to tell you how many times we brainstormed about building a racetrack down there. And that was always a concern. How would you lay it out and make sure you had enough pits and enough parking for your fans
It takes
and big
more
enough
than you think.
grandstands?
It takes more ground than you think.
You know what? What the thing that's really caught my eye is that, man, I mean, they're buying all new wood for the bleachers. They've got a lot of seats there. They've got a nice building. They've paved around the grandstand so people don't have to walk around in rocks. I mean, they're doing a really good job.
It looks like they got a lot of seats up there.
They
that's
look
what
like
worries
they have
me is,
way more seats than they have parking for the people to sit in them.
how are you going to park all those people if you want to fill them?
And again, we're not trying to bring the place down. We're just trying to point out some concerns.
But there are things that he can do to be prepared for parking problems and issues and people getting in and out.
What would that be,
Things
Kirk?
of that nature. Like I said, have places for people can park and then get them into the facility. Anticipate the number of people you might have up there based on the grandstand seating and figure out a way how you're going to park all those cars. And then as far as the pits are concerned, have a plan to get them to bring in the cars and park them up tight and close and have a plan. Anticipate whatever problems you might have because of the lack of space and you have it worked out accordingly.
I'm going to predict it now. And let's see who mentioned that on here because we were talking about this last night. Hollywood Bob, by the pictures, it looks like a good micro track. My gut tells me that's what's going to end up happening up
and
there.
that's fine. I think he's even said that himself. That
it'd be a good
that
little
he would have
Sweet Springs type deal.
Exactly so.
Yeah.
Exactly so. And I think Phil Birkinshaw even said himself that would be the kind of track that he would probably have. I do know this, that he is well understanding of the lack of space that he has on this facility. And I just hope that he has all the plans made to make sure everybody has as good experience as they can when they come there.
Bob brings up on the chat room, brings up a great point. Remember Kentucky Speedway's first NASCAR race?
Oh, boy, do we remember that.
I mean, in a lower scale, obviously, if that was to happen.
And what was so shocking about that, we're talking about Bruton Smith and Speedway Motorsports have been in this business for 50-some years. Didn't anticipate the problems that they'd have based on the tickets sold.
Let me ask you this. If the people are forced to park out on the main road out in front of Achison County Raceway and they've got to walk down to the track, how far do you walk before you say, this is ridiculous?
That's right.
I mean, do you park a mile up the road and walk down? I mean, fatty like me?
Yeah.
Fatty racing boy? I don't want to walk a mile.
Maybe have a couple of trams hooked up to a couple of tractors back and forth.
But if you start parking cars on both sides of the road, it's going to become congested. And
I don't know how wide a road that is.
I don't either.
I don't know. I need to go up there. We need to go up there and take a look at the facility, and we can kind of give you a better opinion about what they can expect. Because right now we're just guessing based on the pictures and what we've heard.
Well, I've been told that they don't know how they're going to get all the cars in the pits if there's a bunch of haulers.
Yeah. How big are the pits?
I was
be
told.
that big on
I
that
was
size
told
of
that,
parcel of land.
he thought that they'd almost have to back out of the pits.
Oh boy.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you can't turn a big hauler around inside the pit
Several
area,
big haulers.
You got problems.
You should have enough room to turn a hauler around with it full of cars.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If every pit stall was taken, you should still have enough room for the hauler to get in and turn around and get out. And if you don't, then you're probably going to be in trouble.
That's right.
So,
but anyway, we'll see how it all works out. They're anticipating a Memorial Weekend grand opening at Achison County Speedway, so we'll see how it goes.
are you going to go up? When is that opening anyway? They keep saying it's almost here. When is almost here?
Is it Friday night, the Memorial Weekend?
I don't know.
We'll try to.
You need to tell me that one.
We'll try to find
Look
out.
it up there. Check that out and see what's happening. All right, so that I don't know. I gotta love what they're doing to the racetrack, though, folks. I will tell you. I think that definitely their heart is in it. What is that, Kirk? What was that?
That's the website of Achison.
What the hell are you doing over there?
I just logged on to Achison County Raceway website.
And they got guns going off on the website?
Those are the sounds you hear.
You're kidding me, right?
No.
They've got gun sounds on their website.
That's it.
Does that mean I need to bring my gun?
When you log
Do
on.
I got to bring my 9 with me? Huh? I don't know if I'm going to put gunshots on there. That might deter some people from going. Hey, did you see their website? Yeah, it said bring your gun. Draw, mister. You're at Achison County Raceway. For intermission tonight, Nice. What was that?
Oh, that's my computer.
Was that Kurt? Was that the gun? Oh my! Oh my!
That is AS. What is that? acraceway.com. acraceway.com. Atchison County Raceway.
We've been doing this show how long, Kurt? I think that's a first right there, bud. My goodness. Please take that off of there. It's for the shootout every night. Here we are, fans, intermission. We're gonna have the Duke boys. They're gonna be down on the front straightaway. We're gonna have a draw match. We're gonna see who can draw their pistol the fastest, and we got an ambulance right down there. Now the rules are that you can't shoot each other in the head. You can only wing each other. Oh,
here's what they have on their website. Friday night races begin May 25th. Sunday afternoon at the races begins June 3rd. They're going to race on Sunday afternoons.
Why do they have gunshots on there, Kirk? Is there a video? Am I missing something here?
There's no video on there. That was just the sound that came up when I
do that
loaded
again.
it.
One more time. Do that one more time. Here we go. This is what you get when you go to Achison County Raceway's website.
Here, let's try it again. Okay.
He left one in the chamber. Did you see that?
Leave your guns at home. They won't allow you in the track.
Surely they'll have a sign up after this.
No firearms.
No firearms
allowed.
Right.
It says.
Funny,
welcome to Achison County Raceway. To be short, a high-banked 1/5 mile dirt track located 2 miles north of Achison,
That's the size
Kansas,
of the Chili Bowl. 1/5.
on Sedgwick Road. We are a brand new facility with our first race scheduled for May 25th. Racing will be weekly on Friday nights and every other Sunday afternoon. Our goal at ACR is to provide great entertainment for our fans and a racing experience for drivers that is level, fair, and honest. Explanation point twice. We are and will work hard to make a level playing field for most competitive racing around. In conclusion, we will feature B-modified, street stocks, hobby stocks, and sports compacts at ACR every Friday night. Every other Sunday starting June 3rd will feature modifieds, winged micro sprint cars, sprint karts, micro sprint karts, wingless micro sprint cars, four-wheelers, go-karts, and much more. Be sure to check out
That's
our
the Sunday
promotions and
show,
schedule.
all that
Right.
small stuff, right? So the big
That's
car
it.
stuff's on Fridays.
That's it.
So they're going to take off Saturday and then run Sunday. So they're going to run 2 days a week. Is that right? Am I hearing that right?
That's it. Every other Sunday afternoon and every
okay.
Friday night.
Every other Sunday.
And then it says, come see if you can tame the ultimate cage match. Now, I don't know what that is.
Do I need a gun? Cage match.
What is that?
I think that's what they call the racetrack.
There you go.
In the cage. Kirk,
Oh.
isn't the Chili Bowl a 5th mile?
Yeah, I think so. Be Chili Bowl size racetrack? Wow. It's smaller than a quarter mile. We know that.
Wow. Yeah, I think the future is written for them to
Well,
be.
we'll see. We'll see how
I think
it
that
works out.
Sunday show is going to be really good for them. I think that's exactly what that track's going to be made for. I'm not sold that it's going to be made for a big car show.
Why wouldn't they just race on Sunday night? I mean, Sunday afternoons in the hot summer? I don't know. How do you think that's going to work out? On a dirt track on a hot Sunday afternoon in the summertime.
Not good. It's the here we go. Somebody was telling me on the chat room. It says it's the car and the words they have in the upper right hand, the upper right, ultimate boom cage boom match boom. So that's what the
ultimate cage match.
But that's how I need to look at that video. Huh. All right.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, well, we're going to have to take a wait and see approach on that one, I think, Kirk. Don't you?
Well, I just, I always have the attitude, we'll see how it all works out.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there.
Yeah. All right, so we're down to the final 4 minutes of the show. I want to let everybody know, you notice that I'm not reaching over or switching cameras today. It's because we've got a new producer here with us at RacinBoys.com. Todd Surprise joins us. You'll see his work in Ron Hall's program out at Lakeside Speedway. He'll be in here on Saturday mornings helping us out. We're looking forward to having Todd in here working with us.
We need to get him in. We'll get him in the studio.
Oh, no,
week.
he'll
How's
get
that?
some airtime.
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And
he's a fun guy.
I can't wait. Todd's, I think he's a pretty good guitar player, by the way.
Oh, boy. We need to get you.
Kirk's
we got
gonna
the
roll
drum,
in
We
here.
got the drums in the back and the
Yeah.
guitar in the back room. We'll need to have you guys put on a show
Kirk
for
will
us
have
here
to
one
teach
of
you how
these
to play bass. Huh?
There you go.
Think you could play bass guitar?
You already got the drums here. Now he brings the guitar over.
Yeah.
I'm
a little intimidated because I know what kind of music he likes to play, and that obviously he's better than I am. So I'll have to be careful. I'm going to be a little timid on getting in front of him playing the drums.
And he's also going to write some original pieces for RacinBoys.com, so look forward to that.
New addition to Racing Boys. So if you see Todd running around in the pits, don't be surprised. No pun intended. He'll be wearing a RacingBoys.com shirt. So welcome aboard, Todd. We're glad to have you, and looking forward to doing some things with you this summer for sure.
So you're heading down to Wheatland tonight for
I
a
am
big
going to
show
Wheatland.
down there?
Yep, going down to Wheatland and looking forward to that. Get to watch some Warrior Region action along with the Lucas Oil Power Eye Midget Series. It's going to be a really good show. We'll try to get some video, and we're going to be working on one of our packages for Metro Sports. Kirk and I, as I said a little bit earlier in hour number one, Kirk and I have been asked to do a show over on Metro Sports. It's going to be Racing Boys TV on Metro Sports, and we did a little filming out at Lakeside last night. Kirk has been doing some at Valley last night and tonight. I'll be doing a little package from down at Lucas Oil Speedway as the season goes on. We'll get into some of the action on the weekly action. But for the first show, it's just kind of a set the stage at some of the tracks that we're going to be covering. Looking forward to it. Want to thank Chris and Curtis over there for asking us to be a part of Metro Sports. It's, I don't know if people know this, but I did a show over there for 4 years back in the day. Started with Duke Fry, moved in with Brad Porter, and then ultimately Ron Keith and myself, along with Rick Beebe, did that show for a couple years. It was a lot of fun. Regret the day that I left there. Left for another show. It didn't pan out after 1 year. We did that Dodge Race Day on Channel 41. It was produced by another company here. It wasn't an NBC 41 show, but it aired on NBC 41 before all the Cup races. Most people remember that with Tim Grunhard and Todd Romero. And I left Metro Sports to do that show for that 1 year. And unfortunately, that show didn't re-up the next year. Dodge's money went away, and so they weren't able to do it. And I lost my opportunity to continue over at Metro Sports, and have always wanted to get back over there, just in the worst way. Felt like family over there for the longest time. And now we have that opportunity.